What up, what up, what up? Welcome to The Edge. This is your girl Rax in the house.
Oh, hell, I'm ready. So, yo, your
Are
boy
you
swinging, man. It's about to be serious, yo. That's all I gotta say. It's about to be serious. Y'all just don't know.
Let's poop. What's up, y'all?
What up?
This Keisha Mack.
What up, what up? Before we start, I just want to give a shout out to Lionel Washington. So, I'm going to share my story real quick. I was going home. Probably shouldn't have last week after the show. And yeah, I might have kind of sort of dozed maybe a little bit. And anyway, I hit somebody and he was cool. Like, he didn't call the cops. He didn't do anything. When I say he had new tags on the back of his car, y'all, he had new tags on the back of his car. Bumper off.
Damn.
Everything. And he was like, I got it. Let me tape it up. But he ended up just pinning it up to the top. Cool. From New York, live in Raleigh, North Carolina. He is a dealer, authorized dealer. He says if it has wheels, he can sell it to you. So I'm going to give him a shout out. His business is Ride and Glide Auto. His number is 929-420-5355. So make sure you hit him up. He can get you a car, a boat, a bike, a RV,
Oh, shit. Goddamn.
a wheelie, for anything you need. You got kids, got a first
wheel,
car,
man.
whatever you need,
He
he got you.
Wheel?
Anything on wheels, he got you. He said he got you. So anything you need, he got you. So make sure you hit him up. Like I said, it was a good look, good guy. He's gonna get me a car, so he'll bring the car to you. Everything, good guy. Hit him up, Lionel Washington, Ride and Glide, and he deals with you personally.
Why you sound like he from Fred Sanford show?
But he's from New York because he was
Lionel
like, Ma is good, Ma. No, Ma is good. So he was good. So I just wanted to throw that out there, shout him out real quick. That kind of beat my weekend. That just made my day, and it was on a Wednesday, so it kind of had me going through the weekend. So y'all didn't do nothing? No, nothing.
I don't have no life.
No.
Yeah. I was chill.
It was chilling. Everybody was chilling.
Keith, Matt, what's up?
She was chilling.
Yeah, no, maybe so.
Yeah,
it was chilling.
Nothing.
All right.
All right. So how about Power? Talk about the weekend. Talk about the premiere.
I did go to the premiere.
How was that?
It was nice. I think that Dale did a good job to the best of his ability. He, worked with what he had, and
Cool
I guess for me, I didn't enjoy it so much because I don't like to sit still too long. I sit still, I start getting sleepy. Yeah. So for me, it was a little too laid back. I thought it was going to be a little bit more social, but as far as the premiere, I enjoyed it until they called me and my car was about to get towed.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that could change
the whole mood.
I missed the last 15 minutes of Power. I didn't get to see.
You talking about Daryl Whipple, right?
Yes, Daryl Whipple.
There you go, my man.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. That's
So how did y'all like it? How did y'all like it? The show?
It had a, for me, from my perspective, it had a plot twist too.
True.
Thought he was coming home and he said,
He's like, nah.
It's like,
nah.
Let me take that.
Exactly.
So, he a little shook. I don't think he likes confinement.
Shit. God damn. So how you giving me the thought of an ankle bracelet and then just keep me in that cage?
Yo, sucker for love.
And they did him dirty. One part that stuck with me is that they took his mattress and put the blanket over top of the metal bed. Y'all didn't see that part?
I ain't even check that.
What the hell?
Sorry.
It must have been a...
I might need to
He
watch
pulled
it
the cover
again.
back. He looked at his bed. He pulled the cover back and looked, and there was no mattress. Like, nothing there. It was just the metal format.
Yeah.
They say he killed the police, so that's what they do.
Yeah.
Because they beat him too. Yeah.
So I guess I missed that part.
Oh, yeah, that was at the end, because you did say you missed that. Yeah, they kind of
nice.
Hooked him up at the end and kind of fought him and stuff. But, oh, my bad, everybody. Make sure you tune into WTTSradio.com. Dream Team presents Civil Society, Grown Folks Conversation, DMV Empire, Sister to Sister,
My DMV,
My DMV.
G6. Man,
There's so many ways to link up and hook up to us and see us live on Facebook, or just log into the page so you're good. And
don't forget though, all of these groups is coming to that cookout July 8th.
That's
all
right.
These groups, I'm trying to tell you, make sure y'all come on out.
Get your ticket.
When the last day you can buy a ticket?
Shit.
I would
don't
assume
know.
like the day before. I would
The day
hope.
before.
Because you can't buy any tickets.
You can't buy any tickets the day of.
Right.
So make sure you go online. It's everywhere. It's in every group. All you have to do is go on the event tab. It's under Eventbrite, but make sure you go in and buy your ticket for the barbecue, the cookout.
And if you don't know where to go for some odd reason, hit up one of the moderators or admins of one of the groups. Somebody can get you linked into, get your ticket. Hit us up personally. Whatever you need to do, we want y'all to.
I don't like
be
answering
there.
my phone.
Cut it out.
Don't hit me up.
Hit up swinging.
Right.
Inbox swinging. And he will hook you up and let you know.
I'll direct you to somebody else. I'll be like,
how you gonna direct somebody to somebody else when you know the information?
I don't know.
Really?
But yeah, so what's popping, man? What we got going on?
So anyway, what our highlight today is gonna be,
what is friendship? Friends, how many of us have them?
There you go.
If you have them at all.
If you have them
Goddamn, I got
at all.
I got friends.
So that's our topic. Backbiting or backstabbing, gossiping, all that. That's gonna be our topic for tonight. So, well, we know that, but that's what we're saying. How many of us really have them? Because are they friends? So that is definitely going to be our topic. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give you this number right now because you can start calling in as soon as the show gets really started after this break. But it's 278-1293. I'm sure that most of you have a lot to say about this topic. So we are ready to receive your phone calls and hear what you got to say online. So yes, make sure that you do that. Call in, and it's going to definitely be a very interesting night.
That's right. What up, Steph? What up, John?
What up?
Hey, everybody.
So at this time, we're going to go to break. And when we come back, we're just going to keep it rolling because it's going to be no more breaks after tonight or after this one. So see you after break, and we're going to jump right into this topic. Make sure you call in.
I might.
Hey, I pull on the block just to shed my attention. Roll for the squad, keep it G when I'm stepping. Watch how I move in this God-given vision. I'm black and I'm proud, I don't need your permission. Go straight to God, I don't need your religion or none of your phrases or man-made traditions. Hang with the bros with no thoughts about lynching. Scars from the past, but we still out here whipping. Slave to the left, we get chains and we pimping. We was in chains when they had us on Plymouth. Packed us up tight in the parcel for shipping. Can't fault us for pushing, we trying to make living easy for us and not tremendous ego. Draped up in boss, but not showing our Hugo. True to the streets, but we false to religion. Flex with the bread and the cars and the women.
Look, I'm talking dollar bill, y'all. Shorty so bad that I had to cop a feel, y'all. Yeah, I'm aiming straight for $1 million, y'all. The man upstairs keep on blessing me for real, y'all. Yeah, soon as your boy walked in here, the DJ showed me love and the women looking like who that? Tatted up, fly as fuck, they know what's up. Big bucks to show up, my flow tough.
And we're back. What's up? And again, our topic, what is friendship? So what is friendship? To me, I'll start it off, my humble definition. A friend is someone that I should be able to go to for anything when I'm in need. I should be able to confide in them, talk to them without hearing it in the streets ever again. I mean, every friend has a friend, but if I tell you something, that's it. It should stay between us. Friends, I don't date my friends, men, ex-men, and all that other bullshit. We don't share, we don't swap, we don't do any of that bullshit. That's a friend. Anybody who's on that level, you ain't my friend. Don't claim to be my friend. That's that bullshit. And yeah, that I don't roll like that. So I take friendship seriously. Either you are or you're not. If you're not, I'm good with that. I don't care. You know, you don't pay my bills, you ain't doing nothing for me. I could give less than.
Your friendship got a lot of requirements. Yeah?
It does.
My requirements is only, like, just be you and be,
Don't what?
don't be nothing else. Because as long as you when I see you, I understand everybody's different. Like you at work, you're not the same person as you are chilling with your folks. But just be you. I'm not worried about all of that other shit. Like people talk. It don't even have to, like, if a man and a woman's laying down together, that's pillow talk. They don't mean to be telling nobody business, but they ain't got shit else to talk about.
You better.
So
you can find something else to talk about.
Shit, no, you can't.
Pillow
Motherfuckers
talk
can't
is pillow
find shit
talk,
else
and
to
it
talk
should
about.
stay there.
They gonna be sitting up that joint talking about a whole bunch of, oh well, yeah, because after you smash, you really don't have too much else to say. Outside of like what you doing tomorrow and shit like that.
So
that's when other people's business.
So Cole said that you said what a friend isn't, but you never said what a friend is.
Just be true.
I did. Yeah.
Oh, her.
Yeah, but I thought I did. Like I said, someone that you can talk to, go to when you need something, confide in. To me, that's a friend. Definitely being you. Somebody who you can be yourself around. Definitely somebody who you can be yourself around. Because if you can't be yourself around your friends, then I don't know what to tell you. But
well, for me, I guess it takes a lot to be my friend.
Requirements.
Yeah. And it doesn't, what I mean by that, it's just a lot of understanding. I'm not moody or nothing like that, but I'm just unorthodox in my ways, I think differently.
John said loyal.
Yeah.
Loyalty is big to me. Yeah. That's what I mean.
Loyal. And I'm loyal to a fault, and I would like whatever I give out, I would just like to have in return. Exactly. You know what I mean? So
that's me.
But my thing is this though, like you can have that thought process, but that doesn't mean that person has that same process.
See, that's the thing.
So it's the thing of, okay, I'm here with mine, and they there with theirs, but that's just them though.
Yeah.
So is it a fault for them, and you be like, nah, I can't even rock with you like that.
But you know what? Is that for them? Because I think that if you did the same thing to a friend that they did to you, they would be pissed off.
Well, that's anything.
But that's what I'm saying. So it's not, the thought process is not different, but they think that they can do it and don't want it in return. Yeah. That's what I think.
Well, when you speak of friends, I have like long-lasting friends. So shit, if it's like 20 years or better, anything under that, can you really say 5, 2, 3 years? Are they really your friends or associates?
I'm actually starting to question.
Most of my friends, I done been through something with them. You know what I'm saying? So anything under that, yeah, we cool, we associates, but it's just like they've been tested.
Hold up. Hold up. Not to cut you off. We got a caller.
We got a caller.
Let's check it out. Let's see what we got here. Yo, you on the air with the Edge? What's good?
This is Spice.
Oh,
Spice.
shit,
Up,
Spice.
Make it short.
Spice to be getting it. What's up,
I
girl?
will make it short. We're talking about friendship, right?
Yeah,
I'm listening. Right. Come on, Spice.
Okay, I'm gonna bring it to you brief. A friend is someone who's there no matter what. Somebody you can trust. Somebody you can confide in, who would never betray your trust.
Bam.
You have their back, and they have yours.
I got you.
And it's not just I'm saying it just to be saying it.
Exactly.
It's that you can see it in their actions.
In the actions.
There's no superficial. It's bringing yourself, your authentic self, real.
Right. Spice, I did say that. I said the same thing in the beginning, but I made it elementary. You put a little twist to it. So just like Alan said, though, Alan was like, he expects loyalty. He expects, you to bring it the same way I bring it. Is that really possible, though?
Well, you know what, Mark? We are human. We will make mistakes. I will say that. But a good friend is going to own up to their mistakes.
Right.
And not keep making them.
Sure.
Right. It's not a mistake if you keep on doing the same thing.
Exactly.
And I think that friends...
It becomes a choice.
Right.
Exactly.
And so If you make a mistake, own up to your mistake and go from there. We all are human. We will make mistakes.
Right.
But the intention and the genuineness of your heart,
Girl.
it never ends as far as a friend.
If you don't say it.
Spice, dead ass. Well,
Thank
we
you.
appreciate your call, baby.
Tasha Mosley said,
Thank you.
Tasha Mosley
Take it
said
easy.
you gotta be
Keep
a
listening,
good friend to have a good friend, and I do agree with that too. Don't expect more than you're willing to give.
Trina say.
True shit. I agree 100%.
What Trina say?
She says, yes, time doesn't dictate friendships. I'm just as
I don't
close
think
to
so
my
either.
friends in 5 years. I'm just yeah. See, I think for me, when I say to test it,
You done been through something.
I've been through enough. So I done been through that old early stage. So I just can't pick up and just say, because I known you, we hung out a few times. Because I think that's when the bullshit comes into play.
But I
They
think it's
know
the
me.
people.
You know what I mean? They know my flaws. They,
Mhm.
you know, they've, you know what I mean? They know me and they know what I'm capable of. I know what they're capable of. And just
They
from a
accept
guy's
you.
perspective, maybe it's different for a woman, but for a guy's perspective, I just cherish that. Now, I do have friends. I probably have maybe 2 friends that's under 20 years that I can consider my friend. You know what I mean? But that's it. You know what I mean? For me, that's it. I'm not going to say I'm not saying I'm not open to meeting new friends and making new friends, but I just work my way up to that, because you open yourself up for disappointment, because I'm open,
Right.
and I you know, I mess with you like that, and then you do some shit, and then it's like, damn, how can you do that to me?
But I don't
Well,
open
I think
myself up
too,
to
it's
everybody.
because when you put that friendship label on a person, there's an expectation of that person. And you're saying, as my friend, I expect you to be this way, because, and a lot of times we do it. If I'm this way with you, I expect you to be this way with me.
Right. Like
And that,
said
and it's
earlier.
an expectation. That's where the disappointment comes in.
Because you can't expect people to be like you, because you have different walks in life.
And that's in any relationship. You know what I'm saying? That's in any.
But I agree with that to a certain extent. But I think some basis, loyalty. I mean, some things.
Then you got to question the friendship, right?
But that's what I'm saying.
So maybe some people call some people friends
and they
too
really
fast.
not. And
No. It's not
fast.
because
Too fast.
it's not because that person tried to, you know, come into your life and be your goddamn friend. You just accepted them faster than you probably should.
I just pick my friends like I pick my fruit.
Right.
What does that mean?
Meaning that when you buy fruit in the store, you pause, but you hold it, you smell it, you do that, you inspect it before you put it in your car and you consume it. When you consume that shit too fast, then guess what? You get sick at the stomach.
I think in these social groups, because I see it all the time. Sis, friend, because my wifey.
That's my girl.
That's my girl.
That's my boo thing.
See, niggas ain't walking around calling each other homies.
But I'm just saying from all different points of view. Now, don't get me wrong. Since I've been in the group, I have some good friends that are going to be lifelongs that I've made. It ain't many, because I don't travel in packs. That's never been something that I do, because when you hang around too many people and you confide in too many people, that's just a mess waiting to happen. But I do have a small circle that I've met since I've been in these groups that I do think are my friends, that I do think will be lifelongs, like my friends that I had for 20 years.
Well, you thought that early on too, though.
But
you know what I'm saying? When you meet somebody, you don't find out that they not a friend before they do something to
make you believe that.
But I don't call them a friend.
So that's
either.
expectation, though.
But that's not true, because I don't call everybody a friend. I don't call everybody a friend.
When you speak,
I have my wifeys, but I do not call everybody a friend. They're associates.
Let me ask you a question. Do you find more of your friends, like how often do you, or it's open to anyone, that you actually, since you've joined the group, actually hang out with your long-term friends that you met before the group? Do you guys still communicate and hang out with them?
Yes.
Is it equal? Is it more?
It's less.
Paul.
Do you try to bring them? Do you bring them into into the fold
Some
like
of my
that, or you
friends-
keep them separate?
My close friends are my
friends-
family.
Yeah.
So I don't have, other than a couple people that are from high school that I never really hung out after high school with, other than us raising our kids together. My friends are my cousins who are also in the group. My sister, my cousin, like they're the only ones
But
outside
who
the
do you
group
hang
that
out with though? You hang out more with the group, or you hang out more with your quote unquote lifelong, your cousin?
Jokers come up from the
saying?
sandbox because I'm a firm believer in that.
Sandbox, right?
Okay. Well, see,
I don't have friends that that are sandbox friends for
But
me.
again, they're
Wow.
But that's
cousins,
just me.
though. You just
Wow.
said
I
your
don't
cousins
either.
are your friends.
Right, but these are my cousins. Are my cousins? They're blood. I grew up with them. We raised our kids together. I have one person other than them that I raised my daughter with.
So
I don't have lifelongs other than that.
My question is, how often do you, as a percentage, who do you hang out with more right now?
I would have to say more people from the group.
See what I'm saying?
But I'm
Now-
gonna tell you why. For me, I'm sorry,
Go ahead.
because one, I'm not from here. I'm not from Hampton. I'm just because my friends aren't here. It does make a difference when you say, "Well, how many lifelongs do I hang out with?"
If your lifelongs don't live here, then you can't
so
hang
I
out
can't
with
hang
them.
out with them. Do I talk to them? Yes, I do. My friends that I've had over 15 years that are my military friends, do I hang out with them? Elois, they've met them, so I brought them into the fold. So yes, I have. My other lifelong girlfriend lives in Phoenix, so she doesn't live here. When she comes here, then I'll bring her into the fold. But other than that, my friends are not here. So no, I hang out with my group friends more.
And no, Cole, I'm not a serial killer.
Right, yeah. It's like, shit, you don't have any friends
Right,
you
Cole.
come up with.
So-
Well, you have to understand.
You gotta
Okay,
figure
so
it out.
I'll say this. The reason why I don't have lifelongs is because of my upbringing. So I moved around a lot when I was younger.
Okay.
So I don't have lifelongs because elementary school, I went to 6 and 7 different elementary schools, 2 high schools. So for me, no, I don't have those. I still associate with people that I went to high school with,
Right.
but I don't call them my friends.
So
I have
y'all in the
nobody
same boat.
We're in the same
Okay.
boat.
Y'all
Nobody
in the same
from
boat, and
high
we're
school
in the same boat.
that I
Because
associate
I've
with.
been in Uptown in Maryland, never too young, my entire life. So all of my A1s is still here.
Right.
If
And
they not here. no
right.
more.
But then too, I think real friendships or true friends, now that we're talking about it, it's more so like if I don't talk to you for 5 years, right? I can pick up the phone and we can still
That's
keep
right.
on we left off.
Exactly. And that's my
Exactly.
friends.
Yeah.
Right.
Right there.
Yeah. and
I
it's-
have
Girl in
one person.
Phoenix.
I'll say this, and I did forget about her. I have one person that I met about 9 years ago when I started working at the hair salon. I call her my root because at any given time I can call her and say she lives in Mississippi now. She moved away. She came here to Virginia to find a job when Hurricane Katrina came. So then once she got settled, she met her husband. They retired, moved back down to where they're from.
Mhm.
So I can call her and pick up the phone. I can see her, and it's right back to where we were when she
Yeah.
was here.
Right.
So yeah, I could call her a lifelong, even though I haven't known her a lifelong.
Okay.
But anything under 20. But again, that don't make me odd, or
'Cause my
it doesn't
daughters-
make it seem like I don't have friends.
My daughters don't have
friends.
lifelongs because I was military. So I get your point. And
Right.
we moved around their whole life. So
Okay.
they don't have
y'all
friends. that
y'all
they
on
know.
that side of the boat, we on this side of the boat.
All right.
All right.
We
just
rowing
gotta-
this way,
we
y'all
just
rowing
gotta
that
roll
way.
together.
Y'all roll
We
the other
just
way.
gotta roll
Exactly.
together.
Exactly. So
But,
So I guess for me, my issue with friends is that, and again, I know that I'm a true friend to several people.
pause. Hold up. Wait a minute. Again, I said earlier, Shorty. I said earlier. That's your expectation of how they supposed to be and how you supposed to be as
I
a
ain't even
friend.
started talking.
But you already
I
speaking
said
on
I'm speaking
expectations.
on me.
How can you say you're the best friend ever?
I said I am.
Hey, is anybody out there that can contradict what
Yeah,
you just
if
said?
anybody can say that I'm a good friend, please call me.
I think I'm a good ass fucking friend.
first of all,
The whole
I because I'm
time.
on the panel with you.
Somebody can think the
She
nigga.
is a good friend because she's my friend. So she is a true friend. I'm just
Man,
saying.
I mean, that's
she
just
is
a matter
a
of
good
opinion.
friend.
Yeah, that's
That's
a
a matter of
fact.
opinion.
So my opinion
she's a
is
friend.
I know what
Whatever.
my
Whatever.
expectation for
Somebody calling this
Yeah,
Okay,
break
so
that.
Go ahead.
But
go ahead,
go ahead,
Keisha.
go ahead, though.
No, go ahead.
You can still say your point.
No, go ahead.
I was just messing with you. You know what I'm saying? You can still say your point, but I'm like, who makes you the best friend ever?
I didn't say I was the best
She
friend
said
ever.
the
Nigga,
best
I
friend.
said I know
Exactly.
that I am a good friend. I ain't say I was the best friend because I'm not perfect. So I don't expect
right.
anybody to say I'm their best friend because I ain't nobody's best friend. I don't have a best friend and ain't
Damn.
nobody my best friend.
Damn.
Okay.
Shit.
And can't nobody call in
I got
and
a
say
best
that.
friend.
Okay.
I got a goddamn best friend. I'll take a bullet for her. You know what I'm
I
saying?
ain't taking a bullet for nobody that I
Sure.
know
I
except for
said
my
one.
children.
One.
But go ahead, Keisha.
Right.
Can you say what you were going to say, please?
I know that I'm a good friend. So again, when I put a friend label on somebody, yes, I expect, and it's my flaw. Again, that's my flaw. I expect them to treat me the same way that I treat them.
Right.
There are
Right.
certain people that I have confided in and told my personal business to, who thought that it was okay to run around in the streets and talk about it. I don't think that that's cool. So if I confide in you, that means that I trust you with that information, because I feel like either one, you're going to help me figure this situation out while we sitting here talking about it, or you know somebody that might be able to help in this given situation.
So I would say your circle is just too big. In a
I'm not
sense.
talking about my circle.
I'm
I'm
just-
talking
no,
about
I'm-
a particular person.
Right. What I'm saying is your circle must be just too big, because I just believe that's the process that I was talking about. Vetting motherfuckers. You got to vet them.
Yeah.
So you set yourself up from what you just say. You set yourself up for disappointment. Everybody, you just can't. I just don't put that friend tag on everybody. You feel
I don't
me?
either.
I'm not saying that
I didn't call this person my friend.
So then why would you tell them some of your personal business if she wasn't your friend?
I just explained that. I said that I thought that this person might have been able to help me in this situation.
Again.
So that
No.
I can, you're
No.
saying only tell your friend, not somebody. So if I go, let's say I go and I meet a group of people at a round table
Mhm.
and I'm networking, because that to me is what you do in a social group anyway. All you doing is networking.
Mhm.
So I'm networking and I feel like you might be able to help me with a particular situation. So I have to give you a little bit of my personal for you to understand what the whole scenario is.
Mhm.
You
I see
then
what you're
take
saying.
that and you run around and you talk about it. You don't have any business telling my business to anybody unless you're helping me.
That's that
If you're
gossiping.
running around, yeah,
That's that
backstabbing.
gossiping,
If you're
backstabbing.
running and you're talking about it,
Hit this joint so bad.
you can hit it if you want to.
All right.
I don't want
I'll be
to.
listening.
Not yet. Not yet.
We listen.
If you're
Yeah.
running around and you're talking about it, but yeah, you haven't come back to me with a solution, you haven't helped me at all.
You just
You're just
gossiping.
gossiping.
And running your mouth.
But again, Pooh. Okay,
I'm listening.
man, you done known each other for at least
About
like
2 years.
8. Oh, at least 2, right?
Yeah,
Oh
about 2.
shit, fuck. So
About 2.
we see each other,
Mhm.
nigga. It's like
Yeah, it's whatever.
that's it.
It's whatever.
How much you know about me?
Not a fucking thing.
Really?
And I don't know shit about you.
No. All I know is all I know exactly is what you give me and what I see.
And what you hear.
But that's for I can't take that.
No.
Hold on, let me address that. I can't take that for what it's worth, because if I hear from
Or what you expect?
yeah, you know,
People
I
get-
can't let. My thing is this: if I hear something about him, if I hear something about Mark, I hear something about you, I gotta question myself and really just say, like, you know, a motherfucker that I ain't really close to, why you feel so comfortable telling me this?
Yeah.
Hello.
But that's you.
But
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 you
you
That's
had
a
these
whole-
birds. You got these birds out here chirping, talking about Eric gossip, running, telling this,
Yo,
telling
bro,
that.
You ignore the birds that chirp in the morning and still roll over and get those couple of hours of sleep. Why are you paying attention to those birds?
I'm not saying I'm paying attention. I'm saying
Well,
the
people
birds is
paying
going.
attention.
Exactly.
It don't matter.
think-
That's the topic.
thing. That's the topic.
I
The
just think
topic
it's
is
sensitive
people
subject.
gossiping and backstabbing.
But you got to be mindful of the subjects that you share, because
Obviously.
yeah, you got to be mindful of that, because you did it. you take some responsibility in that too. You know,
I
I'm saying?
totally
You know that,
take
right?
responsibility
Right.
in my
Okay.
part.
Okay.
But where does the responsibility on that person's part fall?
None.
Actually, none.
None?
Actually,
None.
none. Understand this. Understand.
None.
Like, me and Poop just went through it. He don't know too much about me outside of us being together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'm pretty sure, and I could be wrong. Please correct me.
I will.
You know what I'm saying? I could be wrong. But if I hit Poop like about 11 o'clock at night, and I'll be like, bruh, I think I'm around the corner from your house. My shit just broke down. Need some gas.
Whatever.
He coming.
All right.
But,
Right.
you know, now if that's just like 2 hours out, he probably like, I know you got another nigga you can call.
Right. But if you say you've ass out, then you relied on me. Like,
Right.
I'm going to ask that question.
But
Ain't
that's
nobody
not
close.
that's not information that could be used later on. That's like, oh man, that nigga ran out of gas, yo.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit. I got
mean,
time
motherfuckers
on
do.
my hands. Fuck it.
I
But
just think,
unfortunately, good.
but I just think in regards to her, Sharon, you just got to be mindful of the shit that you put in people's ears. Because if it's sensitive, if it's that sensitive and that delicate, and you share it with a person,
I take responsibility for sharing what I did share. But what about the shit that I don't share?
I was gonna
That people
say,
make up and they
ding,
gossip
ding, ding,
about
ding,
it, and
ding,
the
ding,
shit
ding.
ain't true.
That's the shit that pisses me off.
Oh.
The assumptions and shit that people
Yeah.
lead into and run their mouth and fucking gossip about that you don't know, because you don't know shit about my life. You just gossip and go on about stuff that you don't know about. That's what pisses me off.
So those are people that literally like
Have no
don't
life.
have a fucking life, so they
Have no
gotta
life.
be involved in
Everybody else's shit.
everything and shit. They sit at home, they were like just waiting on the opportunity for somebody to give a fuck
Or
about
they
them.
just want to be messy for whatever the
Messy,
reason is.
or they just want to feel, I don't
Well,
know, fucking important.
shit,
I don't know.
And maybe
I
they
don't
want
know.
to feel
It's
like
really
they're involved.
I understand something. If I knew something about somebody and I understand I'm petty as fuck, but if I knew something, and that's probably why I'm petty as fuck, but the whole time I'm not gonna dig something up under somebody's skin. A true friend, again, doesn't matter what type of friend you are. Whole time I'm giving, I'm not gonna dig my nails under a friend's skin. And that's the shit of like doing shit over and over again. Yeah, I can grab racks like this one time. She'd be like, oh, why you grab me like that? Then I can grab her a little harder, nails break the skin. If she don't realize at that point that I'm here to do her harm, that's still not that person's fault. But you know what I'm saying? Like, fool me once,
I don't know.
it's my fault.
fool me twice, you not gonna fool me again.
Exactly. You see what I'm
It
saying?
ain't no twice.
Right. It took me a minute, but I got there.
I was gonna say
You know
now.
what I'm saying? Right.
Well, I agree with that, but I mean, I don't. You try to give people a benefit of the doubt sometimes when it comes to friendship, and you don't want to just.
You giving associates a benefit because they not
The
friends.
benefit
There
of
you
what
go.
friendship
You're right.
should be.
You're right.
Now-
You're
now,
right. You giving
Kenneth-
associates.
Kenneth Austin
What up,
says,
Alfonso?
Gospels can't
gossip.
can't gossip if they don't have an audience.
Exactly.
Dead ass, Key.
Yeah.
Kenneth.
Yeah.
Shit. Paul.
But I
What the
just,
hell Jacqueline said?
But
Jacqueline wrote a fucking
did.
paragraph. Who
It
got
takes
it?
a while for me to actually call someone my friend because, in my opinion, a friend is someone who knows you, accepts you for you. There's no measure of who did what for who
right.
the most. We are there for each other because that's what we do. There's no judgment. However, they will call you out on your bullshit. Trust is not an issue and can trust that I will get the truth no matter what. Absolutely. I'll
Okay.
call you out on your bullshit.
But can you be? Let me ask you this question: can you be such a good friend, right? That you know this your friend, but you know that this particular person has some specific ways about him or her. You follow me? But you're such a good, you love that person so much. I'll take this for instance, like Love and Hip Hop. I'll use this analogy because all you ratchet motherfuckers is looking at you.
Dead ass though.
Right. I'll use this. Let's take the dude, what's his name? Kirk, for instance.
Right.
And what's his wife name? the little Rashida. Kirk get a hard time, right? All the women hate Kirk because he's a slime ball. You feel me? I get that. However, it's like in the beginning when I used to watch it, what I got from that, this dude loved her so much that he can't tell her that you are old and your career is washed up. So he allowed her to continue to go ahead and try to make albums and try to waste money. He just tried to stop her in that way, but they caused conflict. Motherfucker, you can't run my life. But she couldn't see the forest before the trees, and he was really saying, babe, he wanted to tell her that, but he didn't want to hurt her that bad. Are you that kind of friend would you be willing to sacrifice your friend's pain just to tell them the truth, how you really feel?
So do you feel like he was doing her an injustice by?
He was just showing a level of, I believe he was just showing, he got kind of out of hand with it. But from how I interpret it, because I see it like, give it up. Like your time is gone. So you're still taking shit and you're still doing dumb shit. But he didn't have the heart. He had so much love for this woman, she couldn't see it.
But guess what?
He couldn't tell her.
When she found out he was cheating and had a baby and all that, she said, "Why did I deserve this from my friend?"
But that was before. I'm talking about before all of that. I'm just using that as an analogy.
That's her husband.
I'm just using
He is her friend first.
I'm using it as an analogy. Okay. Would you be that way? How would you feel if somebody felt some kind of way about you, but you know that for real, this shit might hurt. It may just hurt, but you know what? I fuck with you so much that I just won't say it. I just won't say it because you can't take it.
Right.
You won't be able to take it. I just value our friendship. Am I a bad friend or am I a good friend?
By withholding?
Well,
I think
my thing is
the person.
Like, if I think somebody said, whomever said something about Jacqueline said you gotta check your friend. I believe you gotta check your friend, because if you check your friend, if it's coming from a genuine place, if this person is hung with you, chill with you, rock with you on different levels, you know what I'm saying? And I'm coming from a man standpoint, not a female standpoint. Nah. So I think most men, if a dude is willing to literally, like, bruh, like, you ain't taking care of your kids type shit, or bruh, why you just laying around and not looking for a job? Yo, bruh, why ain't you doing what you supposed to do? Then to me, that's a male friend. If a male friend just, all right, you ain't doing this, you ain't doing that, but whole time I'm doing all this and I'm doing all that. But I'm still coming to hang with you though.
Can I just answer this?
Go ahead.
I get what you're saying, but if you know your friend, do you know your friend well enough that he can handle that type of shit? Because without him saying, Slim, why'd you judging me? And the minute a person tells you, but the minute this is my opinion, when the minute a person says, why'd you judging me? That's they taking. It's only they want to finish.
But it's an instinct.
But a friend is not going to judge, though, right?
Right. I was going to say, I don't think it's judging. I think it's telling.
They do all that.
I'm gonna put it like
that.
No,
friends don't judge.
They do. Yes, they do.
Yeah, they do.
But I
do. No, not real fucking friends. Real friends don't judge.
I think your friends tell you about yourself. Now, don't get me wrong. You tell me about something that I'm doing. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm not going to get mad about it, or I'm not going to get upset, because I probably will. But the thing is when I calm down and I let it sink in, I'll get over it. Because at the end of the day, it's your opinion. So people are going to get mad in their feelings about stuff that they don't want to hear all the time, because you don't want to hear something that somebody says,
right, but I would
when they call you out on your
me
shit.
The truth.
I'm gonna tell you. That's what I'm saying.
But
that's what I'm saying. Exactly. But that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna tell you, but or you can tell me, I might get mad, but still tell me.
I want to ask a question real quick.
I'm gonna get over it.
Ask you a question real quick. Yeah, well, you got to get over it, because we supposed to be adults and shit. Right. Get the fuck over it. What? But anyway, do you believe that jealousy and envy creates backstabbing and gossip?
Yes,
and shit?
indeed. Yes.
Prime example.
Yes.
This radio show. Prime example. This radio show.
Oh, shit, we big? Yeah. We
No,
big?
we ain't even that big,
Shit,
but we got
big.
people thinking that they can
Yo,
do the
we
job
big,
better.
fam. Everybody put their hands up.
We got
hands
people
up.
giving their opinion about, oh, let me come help you. Let me do this. If you feel like you could do a better job, you should have started your own, and you should have did it on your own.
Okay. All right.
Well, I'll put it like this, and you're right, but people will always critique. And I have no problems with critiquing and, having people have an opinion to how you can improve. But I do get what you're saying in another way, because some people just hate to see people doing something, and therefore they're going to hate on anything that you do to better yourself. Because some people are just jealous and envious like that. Not just radio, in anything that you do.
You know what I think a hater
relationship or promotion, shit, anything.
Right.
I really believe
New shoes,
new haircut. Shit.
A hater is a person.
Mink weave. Let me stop.
Pause.
I believe a hater is a person who admires your swag and everything you embody, but is just too proud to admit it.
Yeah.
I think it doesn't go in my opinion, it doesn't go any further than that. Oftentimes when people say, like, they might say, oh, motherfucker, you think you like that. You know what I mean? And that could be furthest from the truth. But just be honest with yourself. Now, motherfucker, you think I'm like that. You know what I mean? So if you just be honest with yourself. So, you got some people out here that would like your shit. It could just be, you could have a nice shirt, that's a nice watch. You feel me? You know what I mean?
Right.
And just straight. Motherfuckers hate in so many other ways. You can have a nice watch on, but he could just say, look at mine, son. You know what I mean?
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right
where you get that bracelet from?
To deflect the attention off of you.
Where you get that necklace from?
I mean, and
I
think
they show up 2 weeks later.
Do they have? I don't know, man. It's just different ways. I guess for me, the more haters I have, if I got 10 haters, man, I'm trying to get 40.
Yeah, no bullshit.
I'm trying to get 40 up. The higher my hate level, the later, that shit
they
doesn't
gonna
really
talk
bother.
about you more than your friends.
They talked about backstabbing
God.
and shit like that.
Yeah.
Judas was the ultimate hater, backstabber.
Yeah.
They did it to him. Who am I? You know what I'm saying?
I must be that important for you
See,
to be running
that's how you
around
gotta think
town
about it.
talking
And
about me
that's how
as
you
much as
gotta
they
walk
talking
around
about
it.
me.
That's
how
you
I
gotta
feel.
walk around.
So let me ask you this question though.
There you
Like,
go.
what's like this up for debate for anybody? What's the worst rumor you ever heard that was about you that really upset you the most?
That was a lie or the truth?
Just a rumor, period, that really upset you the most.
Oh my God. Please get the kid. Yes.
It's all the horse shot.
I pulled one of your joints at the first meeting. Wait a minute.
What?
The worst rumor was like I was fucking everything in the E40 when I wasn't even
the call in
touching
number?
that.
Well, not to cut you off, but what's the call in number? Shout that call in number.
Oh, that's right. 301-278-1293.
Please call in and add to this.
Yeah, dead ass though. But that was the worst rumor that I heard, and technically it wasn't even bad because bad publicity.
It's good publicity. It's better than no, but
Dead ass. So by all means, make me great without me make me doing shit. I'm just saying. Make me great.
You know what? I had since it's not even a bad rumor, but I kind of had a when I first joined the group, I had a reputation. I just found out a couple of days ago. You know what I mean? That motherfucker, they say you got. I'm like, me? It wasn't a bad thing, but I kind of get what you're saying. So I think the phone line's buzzing too. So, I'll come back to that. Go ahead.
All right, hold tight. Let me get this joint. Yo, you on the air with the Edge? What up? Turn your radio down. I know you in the car.
Yeah, I'm in the car.
All right, who we talking to?
You talking to Malik.
Hey, Malik.
Hey, buddy.
What the deal? So I know y'all done switched the conversation to haters, but I want to go back for a second on the previous conversation, if y'all don't mind.
Go ahead.
Oh, do you think?
So here's my thing. I agree with everything y'all saying about, I agree with Poopy saying that your circle might be too big or what have you. But I think as a friend, sometimes you're faced with a situation where somebody has confided in you, they told you something. Or maybe you've confided in them, and you gave your personal business. And now your friend is charged with one or two things. Okay, do they keep your secret or what you told them, or as a friend do they try to help you? Because if you're reaching out to them, sometimes are you reaching out because you need that olive branch, you're looking for help, or are you reaching out because you just want to vent and get it off your chest?
Right.
And I think for me, as a friend, I would like to say that I'm very loyal, but I would also say that in my experience and in my life, I've lost a lot of friends who told me stuff, and I've seen them killing themselves, and I held it rather than say, you know what, I might need to get our other boys involved, and we might need to do an intervention.
Right.
Like we might, what I'm saying, if you know somebody doing drugs or alcohol abuse or whatever, are you going to hold that, or are you going to try to seek some help, or are you going to try to go without your means to say, you know what, I see something, I need to do something because that's my friend. And they may be pissed off and mad at me because I did it, but at the end of the day, I'm saving your life. So we ain't friends no more. We ain't friends no more.
But I think
that's
you can rest in that,
right,
though.
Right.
That's a true friend, though. You know what I mean? I think what you're talking about, Leak, is that's a true friend, because a true friend, you as long as you giving your friend the real, they can hate you, they can be mad at you, but if they are willing to actually listen, then guess what? Good shit can happen.
But wouldn't it be better to go to that person first alone and say, in the drug or alcohol situation, that because that's not where I was going.
Well, speak on what you want.
You know what? I mean, it I would love to say that you can go to that person first, but if I can just speak from a personal experience, I lost my dad to alcohol, and it literally killed him. I mean, to the point where, what I'm saying, one, his kidneys failed and he was told he could never drink again. But, that wasn't enough. So he actually, coming from a bar, was drunk, slipped, fell, and basically died. He fell, hit his head, and died. So, you know what? For me and my dad never had that conversation. We never had that conversation. I mean, you know what I'm saying? He lost his whole family. I was the only one who basically stayed and lived with him and called myself watching him. But we never had that conversation. And if I had went to him, hell, if a doctor goes to you and tell you you can't drink again and you still do it, me going to him, maybe it would have changed. Yeah. But I was frozen and I did nothing. So if I see it again with somebody who's my friend, I'm not doing myself any justice by being frozen again and not saying anything.
Right. I get it.
And if I need help, yeah, I might tell a friend or somebody who I think is we all friends to that person, be like, yo, it's time to do an intervention. We got to do something, whatever. But it doesn't even really have to be the extreme of drugs or alcohol. I'm just using real life experience to make the point where, you know what I'm saying, that's you toe that line as a friend on. Now, if you just a gossip motherfucker or whatever, then yeah, that ain't no friend. But if we talking about some real life shit and you know what I'm saying,
case by
and
case.
sometimes we might, as a friend, butt in, or we might do something take it a little further than that person wanted to go. But again, how do you know if they're reaching out, they're looking for an olive branch, or they just talking and venting or confiding in you? Like, what do I do with the information that they're giving me? Do I process it and say, okay, I think they want help? Or do I say, okay, they just want to talk.
I asked.
But wouldn't that
I would just
that would
ask.
be a conversation.
Like, you mind if I
would
share
you-
this with?
What
you
would
know?
you like for me to do with the information that you giving me?
Yeah.
Like, I
In a
want to
situation
help.
like that.
Yeah, I want to help.
Yeah,
But any situation.
But
I'm
when-
sorry, like,
I don't know.
But
I
on
don't know.
what Malik was saying, and I'm sorry.
And thank you
Go,
for
go,
sharing
go,
that,
go.
Malik.
Yeah, and I was gonna
That-
say with
that-
something.
Hey, hold on. All right, Malika, we appreciate your phone call, bro. You know,
All right.
always love, man.
Well, what he's saying
Good-
in
good work.
that situation,
Hi, yo.
somebody might not think that they need help, and so you might need to call out to other people because that person might not feel in that situation
I
they need help
understand. I
in
do.
that
I get
particular
it.
situation.
Pause,
But I get what
pause,
you're saying in
pause,
other
though.
situations.
In a non-life
In a
It's not-
non-life
it-
threatening
it's not
situation,
even
you
a-
should ask.
It really doesn't have anything to do with a life-threatening situation. If Alan was to call, same example I put up earlier, if Alan was to call me reverse, was to call me and say he needed a ride, and if I consider this person a friend, then even if I don't have a car, me as a male, me as a dude, knowing my dude, I'm gonna mess around and call somebody else and be like, yo, hey bruh, you know what I'm saying? I know you in the bed and shit. I know you chilling with a shorty. But you know, that'd be the worst one. That'd be the worst one to get him away from.
Yeah.
But if you know, the whole time, hit him up, he'll mess around and come. You helping me help him because the whole time this is my dude.
I get it.
Men build relationships like that. I don't know how women build relationships.
You know,
Can I call you out?
You know
real
what
quick?
I think?
You said there's no difference
that
between men and women.
to-
Mark, I'm sorry.
to go back on the term, like, do we use friends? Do we use that term
Too
so
loosely.
loosely?
Mhm.
You know what I think the term that's thrown all around and used loosely is between me and you.
Mhm.
When you start the conversation, just between me and you, it's supposed to be between me and you.
Exactly. And
That
no one
term
else.
right there is the one that is being used
Exactly.
so loosely that it doesn't hold any weight. You know what I mean?
Because when you tell a friend, it's between me and you, and
Bruh.
and I'll go even further. I don't care if you got a friend
But
that you
that
got a
happens
friend that ain't gonna say
more
nothing.
so amongst the women than men, but continue. I'm just saying.
Okay, how about this though? How painful is the blow
So
when you thought the
contradictory.
person was truly your friend?
That's what hurts. I ain't
Uh.
gonna even lie. When you really think that someone is your friend and they do something else that kind of blows your mind off of some shit, that hurt is just.
So you
I went through that shit. That's some bad shit right there. Because one, you really confided, you really thought this person was a friend, so you would never think in a million years that they would do anything to break that. So when it does, it fucks you up. And then it messes up your trust because then you start saying, you start reevaluating shit. Like, who really is my friend? And do I really have any friends? And all that because it fucks you up.
Right.
So for me.
well, for me,
I'm just saying.
how painful is a blow when you thought the person was truly a friend? I don't honestly.
Won't feel it.
I just, it's just like, damn. So I typically don't cut them off. I've been hurt by or disappointed. There is a difference. I've been disappointed in dudes that I considered that was my friend and said things to me that was like, wow, nigga, that I would really go to bat for you. I can't believe you said this shit to me. It was disappointing more than anything. So at that point, it didn't hurt me, but it disappointed me. But it also made me just go, all right, it's 50. This it. It's 50.
It depends on what.
Now, I'm not gonna cut them off, but it's just 50.
Right.
It depends on what they do.
I
Don't you
dig
think?
that though. I dig. No, pause.
It's
Hold
50.
up. This is the way I do friends. Every friend has a category.
See, I don't
You know
do
what I'm
that shit. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
pause. Until you understand this shit.
Sydney said something.
Raquel, hold on, let me cut you off.
Good.
Just
You got
say, did you change your vetting process,
Did
Raquel?
it make you change
Did
your
it make you
vetting
change your
process?
vetting process?
Who was that question towards though?
It was towards
Raquel.
Raquel. It has a name.
Oh.
Yeah, it kind of did.
How's it changed it though?
Like what way?
You know what I'm saying? Right.
Because it's almost the way I started looking at people and things differently. So I did. So how I weigh, you know, what's the phrase? No new friends. I'm kind of very, very careful about whatever. I'm kind of very
I tell you, I was gonna ding the bell.
I'm kind of very careful about how I choose my friends. But I've always been like that anyway. But I'm kind of
evidently not though.
Because
betrayed,
first of all, when I first came in the group, everybody says, and they still say I'm reserved and I'm late, and you know I'm quiet or I'm whatever bougie. I've heard whatever ass. I've heard some of everything about me in reference to a group, and I'm not. It's just my upbringing, just a little bit different. I'm not all over the place. That's not my style. That's not me. And I kind of lay back and I observe shit and I don't jump feet in. I kind of observe how people are.
All right, so let me ask you this though, real quick. So you don't jump in.
No.
But you do kind of like do outside of your normal though. You don't do outside of your normal though.
Sometimes.
All right, boom. You know,
hey,
this over here.
I'm getting on the end of the day, son. I'm getting on the end of the day right here.
Fucked over.
I'm just saying sometimes, but I look and weigh stuff differently. So yes, I do. I look and weigh.
Have any of you ever fucked over anybody?
Yeah, I fucked over. I haven't been a good guy all my life. So
you know, I haven't been
like the last fucking 7.
Yeah, like years. I mean, like divulge the secret. Yeah, divulge the secret or something. I think we all are. I think I've paid for it because I believe.
I think I'm just a little bit too truthful for what some people can handle.
I'm not buying that shit. When I say that, when you can be truthful, and I'm not disregarding that, but I'm saying it's certain shit that you got to hold, that you hold true.
Well, I don't feel like me being fake to my friends or withholding information that might hurt another one of my friends is me being a good friend. Why, if we in the same circle, I gotta withhold something from 2 people in order for the other 3 not to get hurt.
Yeah.
But I think
I'm not gonna do that.
Cindy said, I'm gonna just go off. Under 2 years, under 2 years, there's no new friends.
Because if 3 people are involved, then I'm dealing with you the way I deal with you. I'm dealing with you the way I deal with you.
Martin, that's you because you don't have a group. You don't have a group of women that all talk.
Well, I'm not a woman.
Because y'all all women. This
is why men don't have reality shows, son. Outside of Kevin fucking Hart, and that shit is scripted. Because y'all can't fucking get your lives together.
Y'all niggas can't get your lives together.
Shit. Well, we accept that bullshit.
Okay, and we can accept ours too.
Then more often than not, we accept that.
And it's a whole lot of men that run around and talk just as much as women.
Do you believe?
He said if you want your business not shared, keep it to yourself.
Right.
Exactly.
Now, hold on. Let me say this.
Malik.
Well, let me just say this. Like, do you think, like, when you have those particular circles, right? And your shit and whatever you share, I'm just opening the question.
No, go ahead.
Trina said men gossip too. Yeah.
You know, they do.
They do.
But when you have your tight circle,
that was said earlier.
When you have them tight circles,
right
and it gets out in the open, but you share that with your inner circle.
If it's true, I don't mind. That's not gossiping. That's you telling the truth, and I can own my shit. I don't mind if you telling the truth and you saying it. But somebody making up lies.
Let me finish. Just allow me to finish. What I'm saying to you is, if you sharing it within your group, it should remain within that group. Now, what you're telling me, if someone in the group shares it outside of that, truth or not, it's still okay.
No.
That's what you just said.
Hold up.
You said,
can I raise my hand real quick?
Okay, pause.
Can I raise my hand real quick? Pause. Time out.
Okay.
Pause. That goes back to what I said at the beginning of the shit. Yeah. Me and Alan, we mesh when we together.
This is not a battle of men versus women.
No, that's it is.
No, that's not what
it is.
The conversation is not about men and
differently.
women. The conversation is about friends. We're not talking about how men deal with it and how
no,
women deal with it.
it's a friendship. Unfortunately, you got 2 men, you got 2 women. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, shorty.
But you repeated yourself saying the same damn thing 4 times.
Whole time though, Alan is giving his point. He's giving his point.
He can't give his point. You just interrupted him too.
Did he have a problem with it though?
Oh my God! So it's okay because you're a dude, right? It's okay. I'm gonna say my thing.
I didn't know about that shit ain't but again,
I can't.
it's a thing.
Come back in, Keisha. Bring your ass up.
Right.
All I'm saying, but you.
Me what?
Because you said that men and women are
know who
different.
you hang around. That's my only point. Know who you hang around.
I absolutely
Take this call.
Everybody, shh. We got a caller, goddammit. Finally, somebody shut y'all niggas up. What's going on, caller?
Yeah, it's me again.
What? Oh my God.
Who you talking to? We got a lot to say tonight.
Hey, Malik, this is me again. I got a lot to say.
Shit.
What up, Malik?
Let it go, bro. Let it go.
I gotta challenge Makisha on that truthful friend thing. Like if why she gotta hold it from other friends. You know some shit that pissed me off about friendship shit.
What's the challenge?
When I'm a friend, when you're a friend with somebody and you see some shit that you don't like, and then you tell them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm gonna just throw some a scenario out there.
Throw the truth out there.
Let's say you friends
throw the
with
truth
somebody.
out there, Lee.
Let's say you friends with somebody. You know what I'm saying? I'm friends with a dude, and I know his girl is a hoe or something. I don't know. And I see her out, and I go to him and I say, dude, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to fuck with that bitch or whatever. I mean, I'm sorry.
Men don't do that, Malik.
No, I mean, I'm just saying that's how men would talk. If she a hoe or whatever, we ain't gonna say you don't mess with that nice young girl. You gonna say whatever you gonna say to your man. Mm-hmm. But what I don't like is when you go to your friend and you tell them something like that because you like, yo, it ain't cool. And then what happened? They go right back to the person that they messing with. And they say, well, such and such said, dude, I told you because you my friend and that chick ain't good for you.
Joe.
So why?
Or they get mad. Or they get mad. Or the other person gets mad. And now they not talking to you. Or
and that's nobody likes nobody telling nobody business, yo. I don't care on what level. I understand your help is your help, but nobody likes their business in the street.
That scenario, Malik, I would disagree. Me personally, if I know that your girl, just if my man's girl is a hoe, and I totally agree with you, in part, that I'm not going to get in the middle of that because I don't want to be the reason why they break up. Because number one, the beef going to be on me.
Kobe, this your lifelong 20 years. You ain't gonna tell that man.
Joe, if that's my man, if I tell real rap, Malik, real rap. I just believe this. If she a hoe and if he hang around me, and if she's a hoe and he don't have and she haven't displayed them hoe type tendencies around him and he hadn't picked up on it, I'm not saying shame on him. But what I'm saying is I'm not gonna say nothing because if I break that up, then guess what? He gonna be mad at me.
Right.
He gonna be mad at me.
He gonna be mad at you.
You know what I'm saying?
Because at the end of the day, like motherfuckers is gonna be mad at you for telling them more so they're mad at the person that's doing what they doing.
Go ahead, Malik.
I agree. No, I agree with you. I mean, 9 times out of 10, they always mad at you. But my thing is, again, we go back to, well, tell me what's a true friend. Is a true friend somebody who just sit back and look and be like, damn, I know what's going on, but I ain't gonna say nothing with a true friend.
Pause, Malik.
I don't think women do that shit. I don't think women don't do that.
Don't do what?
Women don't do. Dudes Dudes will probably sit
let
back
that dude
and let him figure it out.
Right.
Women, they're going to run to him and say, girl, they'll give her that phone and they're going to dry snitch.
Right.
And they going to snitch.
Dead
and then guess what? Their girlfriends.
That's snitching?
Yeah. They're going
to tell the
girlfriend. They're going to tell the girlfriend. They're going to tell the girlfriend. And when they tell the girlfriend, she's going to break up. Her and the boyfriend going to argue. He gonna tell you, don't fuck with that bitch no more. That's what he gonna say. She ain't gonna come around you, so y'all ain't gonna no longer be friends no more.
That's the bullshit. That's
exactly.
a lie. That's a lie.
Oh, that's not a fucking lie, shorty. That's not a fucking lie. Whole time, women
do that.
Women do
I don't do that
shit. Like, dude,
I don't.
Like, whole
you can't
time,
speak for all dudes. I don't.
Right. I don't speak of all dudes neither. But what I do know about dudes though is, at the end of the day, if my man tell me, oh yeah, she ratchet, she not for you, I'll ignore him, and I'll still go with that joint. But when that shit goes sour, I'm not blaming him. Y'all motherfuckers be like, why didn't you tell me that this nigga was like shit though?
I told somebody that. I did that.
Right.
I did that. And told somebody, was like, look, don't do that. Throw that fish in the water. You know what I'm saying? They learn. So they live and they learn. So I learned from that. I never do it again. You just stay out of it. I just stay out of it. Son. Me personally.
People got to learn on their
own. I'm going to cut this off to the next show, but this show ain't over though. I'm going to hold this joint because I got a fucking muscle waiting to drop on this table. Donnell told me I can't bang on the table, but I'm ready to bang on the table though. But yeah, so...
We way over time.
What the fuck?
We're
not off the topic. We still
over time.
So okay, bet. Donnell ain't cut us off.
Mark had already said that we going past 11 o'clock.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
So
I thought she meant the after show. I didn't think she meant
what is the biggest beef?
We can still go.
Yeah.
Well. Nah, I can't ask you.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I'm not gonna ask you because I know we gonna agree. We're gonna agree. But matter of fact, nah. Ask your question, son. Well,
go ahead.
What pisses y'all off about social media so much?
Actually, it's not social media. It's people, because whether you have social media or not,
you know they intertwine, right?
Right, but gossip,
they intertwine.
I got that, but you can have gossip without social media. It doesn't take social media to have gossip.
It just spreads faster.
It just spreads faster.
Yeah, so you should be used to it.
You're right, but that doesn't mean no.
But where did the butt come from? The last butt I saw had to split it.
Can I let me take this shit away from your ass.
You better give me my water.
Exactly.
Is everything.
Yeah, if it was Dear Pac. But what I'm saying is that social media just makes it bigger and worse. I don't have it. Do I have it? Who got it in their hand?
First of all, you gave it to her.
I didn't I put it on the table.
Anyway.
Okay. Social media makes the shit spread faster, and it makes it worse. It just blows up because it's too many people. Outside of social media, it's not that many people. It's gossip, but it ain't that big. Social media makes a mountain out of a molehill. It's just all over the place. So that's the difference between social media.
Is that embarrassment?
It's not embarrassment because, first of all, embarrassment means you give a damn about what somebody thinks. And I don't.
Well,
because you pays no bills. So I don't care. But it's still, I just hate hearing it. I mean, you hate hearing the mess.
You do, but
the bullshit.
I think just by, and I'm not saying that you're wrong, but just listening to you when you say you don't care what anyone thinks.
Hi, Nikyle, and get your ass off of this feed. This is my daughter. Why are you on here?
But you don't, it's kind of hard to say that you don't really care what someone thinks, but the gossiping and shit makes you upset. If I don't care what they think, truth or lie, it shouldn't matter.
Okay, don't do that. Because like you just said, what pisses you off the most is the people who made you famous or said that you fucked everybody in E40.
Oh.
Even though
They said that.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
Mark.
yeah.
And
Is it true?
Oh, me too.
Nah,
And
it's
irritated.
not
It was
really
one
true.
about me
But that's
too.
what I'm saying.
It's not true.
Say
It's
what?
not true.
It was one about me too.
It's not
What did they
true.
say about you?
Same thing.
Oh.
Yeah, my thing was I was just like you, a
Oh.
charismatic guy.
You gotta be
You know what I'm saying?
charismatic.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta be charismatic.
And that's but that's what I'm saying. It irritated you. So,
So
it's
are
not the
women
fact that it
charismatic?
bothers
Oh my
me
gosh.
to my
Are women
core.
charismatic?
Okay. Excuse
I know
me.
that's sad.
I know we.
That's a sad
I know that we are
but
over.
you
I
have
know
to
that
get,
we are over.
until you answer that sidebar.
Oh my God.
Because we on until we off.
No, we are not. I have an hour and 15-minute drive.
Okay.
So I have to leave.
Okay.
I enjoyed the conversation. I will give you your water bottle back.
Right.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
So y'all enjoy the
Well,
rest
we
of
gonna
the
keep
show.
on though.
Absolutely. Enjoy yourself.
So what do you think about that though?
What about what? Do you
About
think what?
just the whole taking too much out of like what you hear about yourself.
I mean, I just think I just don't even like. I mean, I can't say that I don't care. I care about how people. I care. I don't care about what. I don't really care about what people say. I care more about what they think of me, in a sense. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about what they say. It's more about what they think of me. You know what I mean? They can say anything. But if they attacking my character in a sense, and that shit would probably bother me a little bit more if that makes sense. I'm trying to make this shit.
It does. If they're attacking your character, and I get that. So, and that's what bothers me when you attack and you don't know me. Like when you don't know anything about me and you're going off of assumptions and stuff, and you're attacking my character, but you don't know me.
But social media. But you know what?
So.
But I think just with the inception of social media, it gives us I'm on there a lot every day. So even though maybe 10,000 people, friends and followers and all of that shit don't know me, but because I'm on here and because people comment on posts, let's just use groups for instance.
Right.
They comment regularly, and you get a small sense of that the person. Like a lot of people that I see that comment every day on here, I know we kind of transitioning into the social media thing, but I never met them personally, but you have some sense of, that you know them. And I think when you start dating them, like if you date people online, right? I think that's why it's a little smoother, and I don't want to change the topic, but just my opinion, it goes a little smoother because they already feel like they know you.
Because you have that background.
Right.
Yeah, you out there every day.
Right.
So I just think rumors and shit and things like that, all that shit ties in hand to me. And also I think, let me get this out, I'm gonna let y'all have the floor. I just think if you have to take some responsibility in that shit. Real joke.
True shit.
You can see a girl at every party, every function, every party, every outlet, everything that's going on.
Right.
So from a guy's perspective, I'm gonna say, it could be further from the truth. She a party girl. You know what I'm saying? And you get that stamp of being a party girl. Now, at each individual outlet or event is a different nigga in your face, then that's that room. Oh, she in always, every time I see that, she in a different nigga. And the same goes for guys as well. I just think social media just gives us a platform to be ridiculed. I embrace that shit, because I choose to live outside of the box. So I know I have an expectation for motherfuckers to talk about me, motherfuckers to hate, all of that negative shit. And I just believe we gotta take some responsibility. We just gotta keep our circle and do our vetting process. Just has to be right, son. No. Everybody they say they're your friend really ain't.
Really ain't your friend.
Well, the whole time people are not built the same, man. At the end of the day, that's what it is. People are not built the same.
Okay, but to me, Mark, that's like justifying bullshit.
How's that? Pause.
Because
Wait
you don't
a
have,
minute. You gotta understand.
I
understand.
Get not being built the
pause.
same.
Pause. I understand that somebody from the fucking hood can go out and get a master's at fucking 14 years old. I understand that can happen, but you gotta understand that people grow up how they grow up, and the whole time anytime you want to cross over to another sector of life, you gotta understand that you're gonna, take an L, you're gonna take a loss, you're gonna win.
But Mark, let me ask you a question. Regardless of what walk of life you're from, regardless of what background you're from,
a good person is a good person.
Right.
Right.
And what does that have to do with loyalty? What does that have to do with certain things?
Pause. Are good people law? Because there's some good people out here on this earth, but once they catch an L or two, they turn cold. The best people on this earth is kids that don't know, like dead ass, like honestly, that don't fucking know what's good or bad. Like at the end of the day, you came up how you came up, right?
True.
You came up how you came up. So there's going to be a difference in how folks came up, but at the same time, those people that was in your life. Cause I had drug dealers sitting up this mother. No, pause. I had scholars too. Maybe not scholars, but they, graduated high school. Pause. But at the end of the day, I had dudes that wanted us to do better than what they did. And I had dudes that came from a different place and wanted the same thing.
Right.
Friendship. It's not an expectation. Friendship is not an expectation.
I just think let me just get this off. I just think all rumors, all of that shit, when you got them, real talk, when you got them brother circles and sisterhood circles, the rumors, in my opinion, start right there. That's where it comes from. It comes from right there. But it's so easy to judge the person on the outside. Yeah, but instead, you collectively get these motherfuckers in your group and you say, who told?
You already know who told.
But first of all,
and
it's the title of the group. That's what it should start at, man.
The only people that told was the people you told initially. If I tell Alan, yo, bro, I ain't got my rent. If this other dude over there and say I ain't got my rent, Alan did it, yeah. Because ain't nobody else know. You cannot tell everybody your shit. You can't. And people just accept in these groups, friends, too fucking fast.
I agree. But my thing is this.
Yo, like I'm going to tell you about my rent. I'm going to tell you about my rent.
Fool me once. Like you said, shame on you. Fool me twice. My thing is, if I tell you something.
You going to help me out?
And I can't. If I tell you something and I hear it again, I might not cut you off, but I know not to tell you anything again. I mean, it's only so many times that I'm going to tell you something and I'm going to hear it. Period.
The damage already done, though.
It is.
The damage be done.
It is, but it kind of depends on what you tell them to.
Right.
Are you?
Well, folks, he said the damage is done. I'm just agreeing with him. I'm like, yo, there you go.
So I'm just saying. So if I think you can have a friendship circle and you can share stuff within that circle, and it doesn't get out that circle.
I mean, in a lot of cases,
because it does happen, but you can't let everybody in your circle, and that becomes the thing. That does happen, Mark.
So do you think? So do you think Let me ask you this. This is turning into an interview process. I'm interviewing y'all.
This shit's open right now. This shit is open right now.
Have you found out? Have you ever have you realized, like, I know we call off a lot of groups, in as far as sponsorships and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Has your rumor meal or your character been assassinated more now since you've joined these groups? In a sense?
Yes.
Troubles came when you started joining multiple groups or being in groups?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
What about you?
Shit, motherfuckers been talking about me since
I mean,
I was a
talked about
fucking
you.
I mean, of course, we know that. But I mean, just saying, like...
Nah, motherfuckers have been talking about me the same way since I was... And I do understand.
Yeah.
That there's more people paying attention, but it hasn't been anymore, though.
I mean, to that... Okay, well... It's
like, put it this way.
I'm listening.
I haven't accepted it. I've heard it. Okay. And it, every once in a while, nigga feel good about it. So, but at the same time, it's not me though.
She wrote the
shit!
She wrote the band. Damn, that was the first whole time. I was sitting the whole time. I was done. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear it too.
So I'm saying,
well.
like in high school, college, and stuff like that, you always going to hear rumors because, like I said, that's based off of jealousy or people or whatever the case may be, I think. Or people not knowing. Social media, I think, just makes it bigger because it's just more.
I just said that.
Yeah.
So can I say it again? Because he asked me the question you asked.
I kind of sort of just.
So can I answer my own question?
Sure.
How about that?
Sure.
Yep.
Mark.
Yep.
So that's all I'm saying for me.
The government, though.
Do you say
the
like?
Government?
Do you say like? Would you say I'm going back and it says, have you ever encountered friendships that you knew were fake?
Yes. Yes.
So when I read that, I just look at
They're not a friend, but I mean, some people have.
Answer the question.
Some people have ulterior motives.
So answer the question. So you don't even consider them friends.
They're not my friends.
Pause. But nobody has an ulterior motives until you see it.
Okay,
so
put it
you
like
can't
this.
bring them in your circle.
Pause. I'm gonna put it like this. One of my friends, guy friends, he's very attractive. He's good looking. Mm-hmm. So a whole bunch of girls who really don't give a damn about me, they give a damn about him. They want him, the dude.
Oh,
so they're not. No, not him.
No, they're not me.
They're not gonna come to me.
Not me.
But
definitely.
Man, why you say it like that?
Because that shit is bad business.
But I cannot. But they're not going to. They're not gonna come. They're not really my friends. They was just coming to me to get to the dude. So, hey girl, what's up? We gonna go out. We gonna hang out. They not wanting to hang out with me. They want to hang out with him.
Right.
Is old boy coming?
You call them friends though.
But if you know that,
but if you know that, then you
know why would you bother hanging out with them? Because if my boy, if I got a bad joint and I know that your eyes wander from time to time, we can still hang. But the whole time, I'm really not inviting you though.
Yeah, I mean, but I go through that now. I mean, motherfuckers go shit on you now, regardless. They don't really give a fuck. I've heard. I mean, I don't know. I've heard.
But even though what you've heard, you don't give a fuck about.
Yeah,
females don't understand. On the other hand, is they care. They are caring individuals.
First of all, if it's not
turned too
exactly,
loud.
He is too turned. But if it's a guy, if he tells me he wants to hang out with so and so, I'll bring him along just to hook him up if that's what he wants to do.
In the building though.
So, but if he's a nice looking guy, why wouldn't you want him for yourself?
Because he's a friend.
Oh. So he's a good friend.
He's a good friend.
So if he's a good friend, now we can ready change the channel now.
He's a good friend.
Okay.
Look, I have good looking friends that are guys that that's all they'll ever be is friends.
Why? Like, wouldn't you want? I mean, I don't know your relationship status, but it's like if you got a good guy, since there's such a we can change this topic. Since there's such a shortage of good guys out here.
And on that note, it's 11:25.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh yeah. Left hand to your right.
And the show is about to end at 11.
All right, y'all. We about to get out of here.
We're about to get out of here.
And
we're about to get out of here. So I want to
show ain't ending in like 4 fucking minutes. So we're not done. Darnell has allowed us. Big up to WTTS Radio.
Thank you, WTTS Radio, exactly.
For giving us one last
and make sure
hoorah.
Pause. We are going on a hiatus for a couple of weeks. Make sure you check the fan page and IG, y'all, to see when we're coming back on air because we will be back. But we want to thank WTTS Radio for having us. And like I said, make sure you tune into The Edge, the fan page.
You got
look into IG. Shut up, Mark. Look into IG and find out when we will be back on air. Thank you all for tuning in and listening to us week after week. We do appreciate you. And on that note, we're out.
Pause, we're not out. I never ain't said that, Jay. Nah, you doing interviews.